Splatter's Disturbance, written by Duck Show Studios. It was winter on the island of Sodor. While Dodge worked on the main line, Splatter helped out on Thomas's branch line. Percy was wondering how his day would go. Thomas stopped at a station. He could see Percy behind Clarabelle. "Oh, hello, Percy. What's got you puzzled about?" said Thomas.
"Well, one of those new diesels, Splodge, is gonna come help."
"Which one?" asked Thomas.
"Splodge,"
said Percy.
"and I don't know whether I should even trust him."
"Oh, Percy," said Anny. "You should definitely give him a chance."
"Indeed,"
said Clarabelle. "I think they're right," said Thomas. Thomas puffed off. Soon Splatter arrived.
Hello, Splodge. Ready to help me take my stone trucks along the branch line?"
What is it? A handful of trucks too much for you?" said Splatter.
"No,"
said Percy.
"Sir Topham Hatt wanted you to help me."
You look like you need it," said Splatter. Percy was fuming. At last they were soon at Farquhar Quarry and had their trucks coupled to them. "Oh, really?" said Splatter.
"What now?"
said Percy. "Oh, really? Yeah, only 5 trucks. 5 trucks was too much for you? Really? Oh, please. I've hauled heavier loads than this in my day."
"Well, we won't get them on time if we squabble,"
said Percy. "I'm not the one squabbling, half pint." The 2 engines were off. Splatter continued making remarks. "You have more trucks than me, but are you sure you really can handle your work without me helping you, half pint, eh?"
"I can't handle it. Would you just be nice for once? Maybe compliment how I am working, or help me,"
said Percy. Here's a compliment. Your green paint looks nice. Pity about your strength, though. Percy was fuming. He was really upset. Percy had to stop. Percy had to stop to let Splatter pass on to the single line. "I guess Fat Hat knows something after all," said Splatter. "That way diesels are clearly superior to half-pint steam locomotives."
"I am not a half pint. Would you just be quiet for 5 minutes and work with me, instead of insult me?"
said Percy. The rails were icy on a winter day. The 2 engines continued exchanging insults. "Half pint?"
"Rude diesel,"
said Percy. "Can barely pull 3 trucks, Percy."
"Silly Splodge."
They were too busy insulting each other that they didn't notice that they started picking up speed. "Small fry."
"Fathead."
Until...
On! Faster!
Oh no.
Oh, bother! This is all your fault, Splodge!
They derailed.
This is all your fault. If you weren't insulting me, I would have seen this coming, said Percy. I've worked on this island for way longer than you.
But you still got derailed on your side. Look who got derailed standing handsome, said Splatter. Toby puffed along. Oh dear, what's happened here? Said Toby. Our little half-pint got carried away. Pushed us both off the rails.
That's a lie! Would you be quiet for once?
Said Percy.
This is your fault and you know it.
It might not be my fault. Yeah, it's not my fault. Toby went to get Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt oversaw the wreckage. He was furious. Splatter, Percy, you should, from what I've heard, you've been insulting each other. You should have been working together instead of exchanging insults and coming flying meters from the track. And Splatter, said Sir Topham Hatt, Dodge was on the main line and caused it and made a disturbance. And now you're on the branch line and have also made a disturbance. I've made up my mind and you're both being sent away. Soon the crash was cleaned up. And Splatter and Dodge were spending their final night at Vickerstown sheds. A few of Sir Topham Hatt's engines were there too. Oh! You diesels really got it. You're being sent away in disgrace. Hopefully BR wants you. James. Be nice, said Edward. Yeah, said Dodge. Yeah, said Splatter. Then they said in unison, Be nice, Red Fire Rocket. You've already exploded. Well, they're not very nice, said Henry. Tell me about it. All the visiting engines have been nothing but trouble, said James. The next morning, Splatter and Dodge were sent to the mainland, to the other railway. They had just rolled over the Vickerstown Bridge and were soon in Barrow, waiting to see what the other railway's controller would have to say, when they saw a face in the shadows. Oh, well, I see you've been sent away in disgrace. I know how it feels, said Diesel. Why do you know? Well, I've been sent away in disgrace before. It doesn't feel good, does it? You wanted to be useful. Yes. Yep, said Dodge. Well, if you join me, this will never happen again. Do we have an accord? Yep. Oh, perfect. Come with me. And that's the end.